There has been a lot of popular focus on the reactions to the death of the United Health CEO. A lot of focusing on people lauding the murderer. The right has been getting in their own reactions too. And I would just like to put forward that I think that their reactions are at least as deranged, but they're wealthy, so they don't get as much criticism for it. So first of all, here is Jesse Waters, millionaire media host. He is talking about the murder and how it's a bad thing, and then immediately calling for more murder. Take a look.
This guy was obviously looking for notoriety, right? And good, he's got it. Now, he's a prep school kid. He's politically connected in Maryland.
He's ready for prison?
I don't think anyone's ready, Brian. Maybe you are, Brian, in a different way. But this guy's not ready. He's way too soft. He's going to get annihilated on the inside, and good. If he's not going to get the death penalty, maybe someone will do him justice behind bars. That's all I have to say about that.
You should stop there.
Right? People say that a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think he's referring there to his mom telling him to stop saying the stupid things he's saying. So he just advocated for the guy to be murdered in prison. Right? Like that's all that was. Is that, can you do that? Can you call for, hey, it's justice if one of you prisoners shank that guy, pull the life from his body? Can you do that on TV? I've never heard Anderson Cooper do that. I guess that's legal and cool. Ida, what do you think?
I think that this guy with all, the cosmetic guy is what I call him. I refuse to retain his name. He's always inciting stuff. He's always saying things that are egregious and horrific. And, I think that he has it twisted. I think those people in prison, a lot of them are victims of those very systems that have been in place that have made prison such a popular thing because it is an arm of the corporate, toxic corporate structures in America that constantly oppress the people. And he'd be surprised. He may be a hero in prison. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I certainly don't think, why we don't extend the empathy for him that we extended for the guy who went and killed the Black people in the church, right? And said, hey, there's something wrong with him. Maybe he has mental illness. Maybe there's something going on with him emotionally. I don't think that he just did it because he saw a video game. There's probably some personal pain and something that we need to explore and humanize him, because we humanize mass shooters all the time when it comes to the defense of guns in this country. Why are the NRA people not standing up for this guy the way they stood up for the lunatic that killed those two protesters? You know what I'm saying? Why are we not extending empathy to him?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just amazing. Like, again, they reveal how shallow their supposed populism is constantly. Like, you kill, an incredibly wealthy CEO or whatever, he can't even help himself but calling for that person to be murdered in prison. Like all these terrorists and stuff. You think, has Jesse Waters gone on TV to say that they should be killed in prison? Like if you're no, they're literally lauding many of these, particularly the vigilantes. But if you strike out against the ruling class, he can't even help it. It just bubbles up how much he wants that person to suffer and die. But anyway, we have sort of an example of this, what I'm talking about on Fox News. It involves Laura Ingraham. Take a look.
The Instagram posts from nutbag people, which I was sent in the commercial break earlier, crazy. Like he's cute, and people celebrating this. This is a sickness, honestly. It's so disappointing, but I guess we shouldn't be surprised. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And up next, the other big news out of New York, Daniel Penny. A lot of people think he's a hero, and tonight he's not guilty. My take next.
How do you not change the script? Like when you realize the transition from these people are lauding this killer, gross. By the way, this guy who choked the life out of an unhoused person, some people think he might just be a hero. And in fact, Republicans in Congress want to give him the Congressional Gold Medal. All he did was kill an unarmed person. He choked the life out of him. Maybe he's not hot enough for you guys to like wank it to him or anything. I suppose there's some difference between the two cases. But other than that, how do you go from saying it's sick to laud someone purely for killing someone, and then immediately transition to, but our killer is a better person. He's awesome. He should be in the White House. It's so transparent. I wonder if anybody watching it noticed that.
I think that those people who watch it because they believe in Fox News, which is as one comedian called it, the world star hip hop of white people. I don't, listen, we try to pretend and we tiptoe around this racism reality that is the United States of America all the time. And people are always shocked when they come into it. They encounter an incident that has to do with racism. But for those of us who are people of color, that is our life in this country, and it is constant. So it is no surprise to me that a racist like Laura Ingraham, who has mocked Alejandra Ocasio-Cortez for pronouncing her name correctly, who has told LeBron James, shut up and dribble, that is her perception of people of color. We're not human. So of course she's going to stand up for, the people that they worship, the people that employ them, the people that slide them checks for giving out misinformation. Of course you're going to stand up for that. That's how you make your living. But that also speaks to you being a garbage human being.
Yeah, 100%. It's so like, how'd they treat Zimmerman? How'd they treat Rittenhouse?
Yep.
I kind of feel like they frequently like these killers as long as they're killing poor people, as long as they're killing people of color. They're perfectly happy lauding. They bring them to CPAC to speak. They're cheering.
Yeah, as long as they're killing Black people. Yeah, when they're killing Black people too. I mean, because I try to make sure that I make the distinction between Black and people of color, because a lot of times Black people are erased in this, but True. Black people are disproportionately murdered in this country. And I'm just tired of us pretending and tiptoeing around this idea that this is not a racist country. And I'm sure a lot of people are tired of hearing it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great if it wasn't. It is more true that it's a racist country than maybe any other signifier you could put on it. Doesn't mean it doesn't have some good things about it, but that is indisputably true. And just as true, if not more true, than it has been at prior periods of our history.